Cool. So now we'll find out more about Morrigan, her memory of the followers of Mythal and of her mother, and then of Mythal herself. Yes. Educate me. There is so much I want to know.
Well met.
Hi.
How did you get here?
Illuvians, fuck's sake.
I had my ways.
How many times do we have to go through this, Rook?
I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I?
Right? Rook has no intelligence.
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power.
She doesn't seem upset at the death of her mother.
How do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
The memories?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need. How?
How should I know? Ancient elven magic, something about spirits.
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say.
I have to say, I really love Morrigan's design in this game. I mean, I'm ignoring the obvious that the art style of this game is reprehensible and the cartoonish, childish style I absolutely loathe. But costume design-wise and colors and her hair, it just looks so nice on her. Okay, Mythal, who ruined everything? You're her. How complicated will this get? And I could use your aid more. I should greet you in Elven. I knew your magic was off.
You're Mythal? That's why the ambient magic around you is so fractured.
Such a flattering picture you paint of this ancient bond.
Eerie whispers.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillinane can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
Her memories.
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
Are you ever going to mention your mother? Or are we just ignoring this? Are you going to mention the Temple of Mythal and the Well of Sorrows?
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
And are we ever going to talk about your son? And what happened between him and Flemeth before Flemeth died? Are we ignoring that plotline as well? Okay. We may really imagine their kinship. I guess it makes sense. Why didn't she help the elves? It's still unfair. I guess it makes sense.
I guess someone as powerful as Mythal could bond with whoever she wanted.
Perhaps her death at the hands of the other elven gods forced her further from your people.
Understandable.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become
Oh?
the next receptacle of an
kind of
ancient
answer is that?
god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
I don't think I'd recover from that.
Neither did I, at the start.
Because you would know immediately that your
Mythal's
mother is
memories
dead.
were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge, both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
Had more to say, but I forgot what it was. Oh, I
Do
was
you
going to say
have
about the Well of Sorrows
information
and the
we
knowledge,
can
but
use
whatever.
against Gillinane or Elganon? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillinane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
Ooh, that hurts.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments.
I loved their
He
conversations
heard me,
in the
in
Temple
all
of
my
Mythal.
ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes, the Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
What do you?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer.
Fair.
Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf, were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mythal, I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
I get it. He's a self-pitying monster. He's torn but doesn't know it. Trapped. I feel sorry for him. He's trying to help.
Solus has done terrible things. What he did to Varric, what he did to Mythal, what he would have done to the whole world. But it's not because he's just trying to rule the world. He's trying to fix things. He's helping us now.
'Tis true. His intentions were always pure, whatever his actions may have been. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
Maybe this can end okay. Right, not alarming at all. I'll be ready.
If that's what it takes.
Such determination. Have you not even a tremor of doubt?
Wouldn't do me any good.
True.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden. within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the crossroads. I can open the way for you, find her, survive the
I've been looking at that
encounter,
glow.
and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mythal? In addition to the one inside you?
Yeah.
You are aware of what the word fragment
Right?
means, are you not?
The
One
rook is so
small
stupid.
piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
Ah, we read about that story in Inquisition, I think. I really think the Rook has the stupidest thing sometimes. She's not very bright.
I'll survive. What do I need to know?
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Elganon and Gillenane, or against the Dread Wolf himself, should he prove as cunning and treacherous as ever.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly, but the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenon. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
That's sweet. Bye, Morrigan. You were godly. Well, that was a massive info dump. Obtain Mythal's essence. Find the fragment of Mythal in the crossroads. This looks like we're going for a slide down there. I'm glad that we... Oh, hi, team. We finally got information about Mythal. It's strange that it's come so bloody late in the game. I mean, I doubt we're very far in the game at all. But... because I have no idea how long the actual plot is in this game, ignoring all the side stuff. I have no idea where we are in terms of overall arching plot. But it feels like we're kind of only a little bit into it, / yeah, nope, not even halfway. I don't feel like we're halfway even. So the fact that we've ignored the concept of Mythal up till now has really irritated me a lot. I'm glad that we finally get the information we sought. It just, I don't know, at this point it just feels hollow. Because everything ties back to the Blight. I appreciate the way they're tying in the spirits gaining bodies by stealing the lyrium, which is the blood of the Titans, and then that makes the big Titan war, and then he used the dagger and turned the Titans into essentially the first Blight, the blighted creatures that became Darkspawn, or led to Darkspawn, yeah. I appreciate the way they're trying to tie in all the threads to make it work. I still do not like that Blight and Darkspawn are in this story. Maybe in another game that would have been fine, but tying it into Solus's plight, I don't like. I would have preferred that they were separate, and that could have been more of a follow-up game where we follow through with the Golden City or the Black City and what happened there. That would have been a much more interesting way to have pursued the origins of the Blight, because then you would have a direct connection to Corypheus and the Black City and whatnot. I sort of feel like, I just feel like they should have been two separate concepts, two separate games, not all tied into one. I don't appreciate that element of it, but I don't know if that's just a me thing, a poor writing thing, or what. I just don't like the cohesion of it, because it doesn't feel very cohesive at all to me. I have no idea what I was up to. Was I doing the main quest? I have no, it's been way too long. Okay, there's really not much happening here. So yes, so this is a side quest, not the main, which is the Siege of Weishaupt. Yeah, I'm really feeling the urgency to go do that main quest. Magical artifacts offer the team a chance to learn more about the history of the ancient elves and their secrets. Obtain, oh right, Morrigan's thing. Right, yes, I recall this was a thing. Now, you guys were telling me that if I hit L2, there we go, that's the shortcut for the characters down the bottom, the companions. See, in games, other than like when I first start, I don't just push buttons to find out what they do for the sake of what they do. When I first get into a game, I might push buttons to figure out what does what, because games don't always tell you what buttons do what. But when you sort of start getting into the game and i.e. get companions, I don't push L2 because the game's never taught me what L2 does, so I just don't use it. So I wish there had been a tutorial on how to do this. So if I want to heal, that is so weird using R2 on the left-hand side. If I want to heal, it's R2. If I want to use my combo attack, it's up. If I want to use Balara for the other combo attack, it's down. And if I want to heal, it's right. Yeah, I am not going to remember any of that quickly. Anywho, let's go team. We have a memory to find. Do I need to do anything with my characters?
The lyrium dagger's vibrating like a song in a wine glass. Are those...
That's great. Okay, no, we're fine.
Voices?
I don't know, dear. I don't know. I guess we're about to find out. How does combat work again? It's been like a week and a half since I played and I have no clue what's what. Okay, it hasn't been a week and a half, it's only been a week. Hello, Mr. Caretaker. Please take me where you would.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
What do you know of it? Nest of the
Getting
Ancients.
close to where Morrigan said that other fragment of Mythal was.
Alright. The traitor's last word. The stone nearby bears the gouges of titanic claws. A message has been carved shakily into the ground with a broken tooth. They accused me of treachery against Venharel and cast me down from the heights. I protested my innocence then. I protest it now, crawling with my limbs shattered, but there is no one to hear. So I offer myself up for the execution that once most pleased the gods. May the name of Nunail? Big clouds of flame. Nunail. Okay, well, I hope you were innocent. This is going to get awkward.
That has to be her. Mythal herself. There's so much we could learn if...
Do you think she might talk to us instead of attacking?
Guess we'll find out.
Yes? Hello?
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never again expected to see my children in the Dreadwolf's crossroads.
The cinematography is pathetic.
And you know who I am.
This does not feel dramatic or tense.
Mythal.
It feels boring.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solus. He
And she
drew
looks
me
like
from
shit.
the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me.
What is
All
she
I
wearing?
can do is watch. Have you come to seek the blessing of your god?
Plymouth had better.
Or did you come to ask
Fashion
your god to
sense.
sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elganon and Gillenane have become?
Die, false god! You're not going to help us. I want your help.
I came here to ask for your help. The gods have endangered the world, and
You dare explain to me what they are doing? You are 1,000 years from knowing the proper words.
Rude.
we saw Solus's memories, his regrets.
You saw the recollection he cultivated like a tree, twisting to catch the sun. You wish for my help? Convince me. Make your case, and I will yield my essence willingly to help you against Elganon and Gillenane. Fail, and I shall kill you for
forgot about her
wasting my
personality.
time, or you will kill me and obtain my essence in doing so. A harder-edged, simpler version. It has been centuries since a petitioner stood before me, so why should I help you?
I forgot that she was the prickly part of Mythal, not Mythal as a whole. Because I was just thinking for a second, I'm like, but when she died, she willingly gave her essence to Solus. What? Right. Wrong Mythal. Okie dokie, we must stop the blight, we must stop the gods. We are worthy. Solus is helping me. Forget it, I'll fight you. I don't know what's really going to appeal to her. I don't remember a single thing Morrigan said about her. It's too long ago. Solus is helping me. I don't know. Good lord, my rook's face. Why is it jittering like that on the side? That's creepy. I don't think this is going to help me. I think these two are the more better options. English, I know. But I would like to see her response to Solus is helping me.
Solus is helping me.
Solus is using you. Besides, why should I esteem the Dreadwolf's approbation? He rebelled against me.
You deserved it.
But the two of you stayed close.
Until he killed the tattered fragment of me who hid inside the human swamp witch and wept. He keeps me here, yet has not visited since waking from his slumber. Tell me this. What should I have done when Solus turned against me after all we had been to one another?
May I point out that Solus didn't have access to an Alluvian, as far as I'm aware, when he woke up? He only got the Alluvians access post-Dragon Age Inquisition. Although I suppose from then it's been 10 years, he's had plenty of time to visit her. But I mean, you're a bit of bitch. I can understand why he doesn't want to speak to this part of Mythal. I'm sorry that happened.
Maybe you should have listened when he warned you about staying on as rulers after the war.
Are you saying I was wrong?
Yep, I'm so fighting this woman.
You asked me what you should have done. I can't prove my worth by lying to you. Solus didn't want to manifest a physical body or destroy the Titans. He did things he hated because he cared about you. Supporting you and Elganon becoming rulers was the one line he wouldn't cross. If someone who followed you everywhere refused to follow you there, what does that say?
Not bad, but not enough.
I liked it.
Let us speak of something else.
I was totally on board with that. We must stop the blight. We must stop the gods. Look, the blight's the bigger problem, I want to say.
If I don't stop the gods, the whole world will be corrupted by the blight.
That is why you must succeed, so tell me why I must help you.
Fair.
We know the truth
is fair.
about the blight. We know it came from the imprisoned dreams of the Titans after you and Solus defeated them.
Anne?
I'm just going to continue with the argument I've had that the whole Titans reveal, the writing in this game, there's no weight behind anything that happens. It just feels like I'm watching a fan fiction of Dragon Age. It doesn't feel like this is canon. It doesn't feel like this is new lore or lore that's built upon previous games. It just feels like a really bad fan fiction. And the whole Titan thing, it just feels so hollow. The blight is your fault, you stood against it. Did she though? She doesn't, I mean, no. Does she care that people will die? I don't know about this Mythal. What does she care about? Ah, fuck it. I'm all team blame her.
And the blight only happened because of what you did. You need to fix your mistake.
My mistake? I saved lives and ended a war.
Okay,
you
so the lives might have
child.
worked.
Your words are weak. Prove your worth or die.
Love. This is the part where I tell you that the health is on low. Should be fine. Ugh, another dragon? How many dragons do we have to fight? This is not a Dragon Age game if you have to fight as many dragons. They were, at least in Inquisition, they were volunteer fights.
Wow.
And they were like
enormous.
big true shows of your worth. Oh, she's a high level. Okay, well. It'd be nice if you could get in there faster. And you could lock on. Hello? Are we locking on at all? Oh, it's just the same as the last dragon I fought. Wow, this feels so original. How do we fight again? Oh, that was time consuming. This time doesn't stop. Why did it keep walking off? Thank you. Yeah, that didn't work. And it also locked off yet again. Where are you looking? Look on. Resistant to lightning. What is with these dragons resistant to lightning? I can't do anything with that. That was not what I wanted to do.
Ready to go.
Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out these buttons. Thedas Retribution. Excuse me, I'm stuck on a damn leg. That did nothing! Curse you and your lightning resistance. No, up. I fudged it. There we go, that's what I needed. Get clear of what? Okay. What you doing then? You have way too much health. I find it weird though that this is a high level quest by the fact that she's level 45. But you can't find out it's a high level quest until you actually do it.
We did it.
We did what? We did nothing. I'm so confused. Oh, friends.
Nicely done.
Oh, hello, get back. Okay, this is just way too difficult.
Get clear.
I don't have to get clear, I just need to iframe, guys. Hello. Ow. Who are you aiming for? Oh, but I just don't get you. let's just do this the old-fashioned way.
Finished.
I should have done that. I never even thought about that previously. Wow. So smart. Why didn't I do that at all last time? I never thought about it. Ah, god damn it. I was already locked on the animation. I will do so momentarily. I need Valara to be available or myself. Nope. Oh, that's gonna hurt. What is that ball back there? I don't even know. Do we have to do this? Just stay still. I'll just slide into the ult, hey. I hate that. You get hit by one of the strikes, you're stun locked the entire way through.
Watch yourself.
I despise that about these dragon fights. That's happened multiple times now. I get stun locked, that's right, I get hit by the first one and then I'm just fucked. There's nothing else I can do. It's very annoying. Here we go again. Okay, summon your friends. And the Karnas can be on cooldown. Oh, where are they? Where are they? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You're so slow. No one cares. Your animation does literally fuck all. Ah. All the way over here? Why are you so far away? Okay, is there another one on the other side? Yes. Oh well, fuck it. Ain't nobody got time for this. I'm trying to dodge. Trying to dodge, failing, and I'm out of heals. Fucking typical. Oh, get off me, dragon. Karnas, please heal me before I die. Valara, can you heal me before I die as well? Trying! Easier said than done. This camera sucks. Circle. Oh, there's 4 of them. Trying to iframe through the clusterfuck. Well, guys, come on.
Okay.
Hi, dragon has been defeated. Woo! Mythal?
We're getting good at this.
Mythal? Are we cutscening? Oh, I've got to go speak to her. That's great. Is there any health? Yeah, here we go. Potions. I need potions. What? How many are there along this entire battlefield? Oh god, this is so slow. I don't see any there. This is the next one. Okie dokie. 2. There's another one here. Surely there's another one on that side. Nope, I didn't ask for your opinion. I am looking for healing. Yep, there we go. Awesome. Lucanus, if you could please be so kind as to heal me. Thank you. That way this replenishes that, and we are all good to go. Okay, Mythal, you want to follow me now?
We
Prove
have
my
it.
worth.
The essence of Mythal, the protector.
This is to save everyone. She'll understand. Eventually.
Eventually. It burns just being near it.
And yet you hold it with both hands.
But this is the power we need to finish this.
All we need now is the right target.
I think the moment is coming. When we can turn the tide.
Dude, we're not even like halfway through the game as far as I'm aware. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, as I was trying to say in the middle of battle, in the middle of combat is never a good time to narrate, but here we are. I tried. The problem with this game is that things are level locked, essentially. You have to fight high level enemies, but you don't know that until you start the quests. So I would have to have gotten all the way up to this fight and gone, oh shit, it's a level 45. I can't do this. I need to come back later. But that's frustrating to the kind of person I am, the completionist sort of OCD type personality. If I start something, I need to finish it. So the quests themselves need to be marked with the appropriate level the game thinks you need to be to beat it or to complete the quest. That way you can make informed decisions. I think it's just silly waiting until you get to a battle and lose and going, sorry. You should always be aware of the difficulty and whether it's something you have to come back to later. Oh, I was supposed to read that, but I didn't. I was too busy being angry at the game. What's new? Oh gosh, there's even more potions here. Unfortunately, I don't have that many potion slots. I only have 4, which is more than you start with, so that's nice. Anyway, let's get this treasure chest because the game keeps making noises and vibrating at me until we deal with it. Come here, you. Pale Reflection Unique Amulet. Plus 20% damage versus enemies with low health. Standard enemies are now always considered to have low health. Oh. So I essentially just always get plus 20% damage against enemies now. And defeating an enemy grants ultimate. Or I gain my mana from my blast abilities. You know what? Kind of like my blast. I mean, it's great. It seems very useful, and I can imagine a billion uses for it, but. Okay. And once they're fully accessible, so I still can't do this one. Are we all in agreement on that? I still can't get to the part of the Ravane coast. Oh, I didn't want to travel to it. I just wanted to read the goddamn map. That's one of the things I hate about this game, is that you can't just view a map of a location. You have to physically travel to it. Does anyone see where my destination is? What is that? There's an Evanura Salter over there? Oh, I can't get there anyway. I have no idea where this quest is, and I can't zoom out any further. Why can I see this on my map though when I've never been there? That's weird. Anyway, I can't get there, so let us just move on. Right? I'm not imagining things. Nope.